right. Trying out a brand new podcast here. Hopefully, the sound, everything's working. Lighting's all messed up. I'll get to that. So, the reason why I'm doing this, as I'm waiting for people to come into the room, every time I go to the gym or I'm taking a long ride, there's really no podcasts out there. There's only a few. And as any Harley rider knows, we all love to talk about our bikes, our trips, our mods, all the fun stuff. So, this little podcast I'm going to start, I plan on talking about all that, all about upgrades, all about trips. My recent trip from Florida to Alaska. I want to talk about that. I'm going to have co-hosts on here. I already reached out to a few. I'm going to start bringing them in. And the cool thing about a co-host is they could live stream to their own channels also. So if you have a Harley channel, a YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, and you want to talk about your channel or your new product or your mods that you made, let's come on and talk about it. Absolutely no cost to you. Except for me, I'm paying for it. But anyway, I have no idea if this is working. I don't even know if it's live yet. It says it's live. This intro is mostly for people that are going to replay the chat later or the podcast later. Expect to be interrupted by my dog because once he learns that I'm doing a podcast, he's going to come in here and try to interrupt it as much as possible. So, going to talk about a bunch of different stuff. Let me just move around. I'm trying to figure out stuff on these banners and stuff. So, I have different little things set up. This is my first stab at it, so I don't expect, a big showing tonight at all. Nobody knows about this. I didn't advertise it. I just want to make sure everything works. So this first podcast is going to be a short one, unless people come in and start talking. But I'll be able to bring the chat rooms from different media on here, and talk about like Biketoberfest that just passed. I happened to miss it. I was in Cancun, but I usually always make it to Biketoberfest. This time I didn't, and my wallet's actually happy about that because it's a lot more room and actually a lot less room in my wallet because I didn't go to Biketoberfest, which usually costs me an arm and a leg. It's always something new I got to try. I've been slowing down on my mods because I pretty much have it set up the way I like it. Never thought I'd get there, but I am. And with two bikes, I have a 22 CVO Street Glide, the blue steel, and I have a 23 Pan America. Pan America I took from South Florida to Alaska, and you can see my latest episodes here. I'm coming up to episode 7, I believe. So that will be airing soon. I guess got to edit it. I'm close to finished, and that'll be fun. That was a great ride, and I'm dying to go again. I can't tell you how it ended because then you wouldn't watch the rest of the episodes if you're watching them at all. They're pretty cool. It was a ride of a lifetime. Nothing like take it off a month and just ride across, from Florida to Alaska, through Canada. Wasn't the greatest roads, that's for sure. I hit some bad weather. And I'll tell you what, it made me a better rider because getting through some of those windstorms in Montana, Nebraska, tornado, I kind of rode through. Wasn't too smart. The roads in Canada were terrible. You hit a lot of like the same kind of road you would hit an Dalton highway. And the problem was I had some balding tires at that point, and I had a whole issue with my tires, which you'll see in later episodes. But let me see if there's anybody in the chat room yet. I can't, for some reason, I can't see it on here. Let me check if I'm live. Oh, even if I'm not live, you'll be able to see this later on. Well, you're seeing it now for the first time. It's just you weren't live. Let me just see if it's on here. Bear with me. Sound's still not right on this microphone. It's a little weird. So let me see what's going on here. Yep, I'm live, but nobody's watching. Okay, I'm also doing this at 6:52 p.m. Go back to the screen here. So I don't know how to tell. I'm still going through the. Let me see if I can see. No, apparently I'm live. I guess I have no friends. Anyway, so again, this is just a short. I just want to work out the bugs on this. I'm only going to stay there a few minutes. Obviously, nobody's coming in the chat, so nobody knows about this yet. So I need to start kind of advertising on it and getting people out there. So again, we're going to talk about mods. We're going to talk about how you prepare for a road trip. Oops, almost knocked the camera down. Sorry, just getting over a cold. So we're going to talk about road trips a lot. How you prepare for it. Do you overpack, underpack? Some of your seasoned riders will all tell everybody else you pack too much. And from my trip from Florida to Alaska, I did pack too much. I packed everything on that bike. The problem was I packed a lot of camping gear, and most of the camping gear that I packed was never used because I couldn't get the stakes into the ground on a few of the spots that I tried to camp at. The ground was too hard. I guess I could have brought a little hammer to try to get it in there, but could I have gotten it out? I don't know. So that was I overpacked because of that. When I do the trip again to Alaska, I'm going to pack a lot less. I was able to really figure out how to do laundry and everything along the way. My next trip, I'm planning from Florida to Mexico. I'm going to be going there next year. Not sure what month yet, but I'll be going from South Florida to Mexico. And my annoying dog has showed up, but he's going to play with his squeaky toy now. Anyway, I'll show you how I pack up for that. But again, this group, only got my one fan here. How do I reply to it? Oh, I don't have to type. Simple homeowner, thank you. It's a live chat though, not a lice chat. I hope I don't have lice. Just playing. Thanks for watching. My only fan. But again, I'll be doing the Florida to Mexico. I'm going to central Mexico. I'm going to basically two different cities in Mexico, San Miguel de Allende and Guanajuato. I also may go to Querétaro. And I'm actually thinking about retiring there. So if anybody knows anything about that, hit me up. Anybody have a question, anything you want to talk about when you come in the chat? Put it in the chat. Let's talk about it. Eventually, I think I can even do live callers on here. I just got to figure out how. Just give me time on that one. Hopefully my voice is coming out right on this. Again, it's a lot of fun just to start. But when you guys come on, type in the comments what you ride. Since I only have one fan in here, simple homeowner, what do you ride? We got another one there. Another fan. Now dog. What's going on? What do you ride? Simple homeowners. Retired LE. Let's say wanted to retire. I got about 4 years to go, give or take. I'm in South Florida now, still in law enforcement. I'm looking to go to Mexico, either San Miguel de Allende, Guanajuato, or Querétaro. It's like central. Perfect weather all year round. I'm sorry about the squeaking. I can't stop this dog. He found another squeaky toy. He does it just to annoy me. I'm 100% sure of that. See. Alaska trip looked brutal. It was brutal. You didn't even see all of it. Wait till you see how much. I mean, the wind was probably the worst part of it. Loki, please. It doesn't work when I try to talk nicely to my dog. So, anybody want my dog? Come get it. Put it in the comments. I'll drop him off at your house. Hey, that Alaska trip was brutal. I mean, it really tested my riding skills. Sorry about the squeak. I give up. Simple homeowner rides 2006 Road King. Just bought it back from a guy that didn't show it learning love. Well, hopefully you got low miles and show it lots of love. It'll do you well. Never had a Road King. Had a Road Glide, Street Glide, a few other bikes. This Pan America. But Road Kings can be fun. What you call it? Rides a Road King. The Australian guy. $1 Million Bogan. Pretty good videos. A little bit of it staged, I think, but gotta give the guy credit. He rides the hell out of it. Food government contract up in Alaska, 89. Beautiful views. Yeah, Alaska. I wish I spent more time in Alaska. I can't really. I don't want to give it away because it's coming up in the episodes. But I wish I had spent more time in Alaska. Next time I go, I'm going to spend more time up there. Definitely. I told myself when I was going up to Alaska that I was going to take my time. If I wanted to stop, put my drone up, I was going to do it. And I had nothing but time on my hands, so I wanted to do it. Then I ran into a couple of setbacks, one of which you'll see in the latest episode. I had to get into the crossing at Coots, Canada, by a certain date in order to get my firearm across. I bought a big ass gun for bears, so I was against a time crunch, and I had to get in on a certain date. I found out later I could have gone in later, but my paperwork needed to be adjusted. It was a pain. So basically, I had to sell my gun in Montana before I crossed. So that put me a day behind, which wasn't a big deal. Then I ran into other problems, other setbacks, and that was a problem. So I could have stayed longer and I should have stayed longer, but I wanted to go to other areas. I made a mistake. I won't do that again. That's what I want to talk about on the show. How to plan for these trips, how to plan for contingencies, like when things go wrong. Things will go wrong. There's no doubt about it. I mean, it could be a breakdown on your bike. It could be anything. I mean, weather. You could get the flu. I mean, who knows what could happen on there? Accidents, God forbid, but anything's possible. See, we got another one. Former Leo firefighter and retired U.S. Marine. Thank you for your service. 24 Road Glide. How do you like that 24? I like it. I want to upgrade, but I kind of stop upgrading. It's ridiculous. I'm actually I was a New York City firefighter for 9 years. I left and came down to South Florida. So we have that in common. As well. Gold Wing. Ugh. I test rode a Gold Wing. I took it maybe a mile out of the Honda dealership, brought it right back. I couldn't get comfortable on that at all. Didn't like it. Also test rode the BMWs. Wasn't a huge fan. But everybody has their own style. I'm not putting it down. I'm just saying I personally didn't like the I don't know. It just didn't feel right to me. And you can't change the handlebars on those. So I wasn't too happy with it. Yeah, that's true. That's one thing I can't bring my firearm, but I'll live with the much lower cost of living and beautiful weather over having my firearm. Lando to Key West. It's a good ride. I mean, the hardest part is just like the 6 hours to get to Key West from like Miami, but that's a good ride. You got to go further now. Now you got to test yourself. Go west. A lot more to see out there. Well, thank you back. Yeah, so apparently I only have like 2 fans now. Anyway, this for most of you be watching this, it'll be after it's already been aired. And again, it's just I want to try to get more attention. Loki, get out of there. Oh, about to knock my camera down. I got to find a way to get rid of him during this next live. Anyway, I'm trying to get more people on here. I want to start keeping it as a podcast. I really want to go away, Loki. I want to get talk about Harleys because nobody really talks about it. I mean, you have your friends you talk with occasionally, but I'll tell you what, most of the guys I know that ride, they're not into upgrades. They really barely do it. A lot of them are cheap. They don't want to do anything. But I love upgrade. I just don't think a Harley coming off the assembly line, there's just way too much you need to improve. I like to improve. I like to go right for the handlebars. That's first thing that's got to get replaced. The seat, that's got to get replaced. Absolutely, those two are the first two. You got to add more lighting to it. And it really depends on what upgrades you got from the factory. But there's so many different upgrades you could do. You can see my channel. There's a bunch that I did. You know, it's just that's what this whole show's about. Just trying to get people to talk about upgrades, how to do them, what you did, what you recommend, what you don't recommend. There's so many. It's ridiculous. I've been going to Sturgis. You know why I don't go to Sturgis? It's too damn hot. It's usually like the first week of August, and leaving Florida, it's like leaving Death Valley to try to get there. It's too much heat, and I'm not trailering my bike. Bikes for riding, not for trailering. But I don't know, I'd like to go to Sturgis, but not at that time of the year. It's just a little too hot for me. But although, yeah, the other thing I could do is take my bike from South Florida to Virginia and ride up from there. I beat some of the heat that way. It's a possibility. One day, just not now. So how I say this? Actually, not that true because most of the parts that I get aren't Harley aftermarket parts. I really don't like anything Harley makes except for the bikes itself. Nothing I have aftermarket is a Harley brand. Nothing. I don't have a Harley tuner. I don't have anything Harley. Definitely not the seats. So, I mean, Harley does make some good aftermarket stuff, but there's better out there, in my opinion. But what do I know? I'm just a guy with two people viewing this chat right now. I'm talking to two people. I have no friends. I got to get some friends. I got to advertise. That's what I got to do. You guys got to spread the word. If two people tell two people and so on, then we got something going. Let me put some banners up here. I made some banners. Pretty cool. I don't know if I did that one yet. Oh, the dark side. I'm doing one on the dark side. Now, if you guys haven't heard of that, the dark side is you take a car tire and you put it on your bike, rear tire. Now the plus of a dark side tire, you get 40,000 miles out of the tire. You get a run stop tire, you don't have to worry about a flats. Now the difference is the ride, you feel a little bit more. So you feel like you have more. Well, you actually do have more rubber on the road. So it rides a little bit differently. You have to push a little harder in the corner, but it's a lot of upside to it. But you have to get it balanced right, and you have to get somebody that will put it on. And then you have to make sure you have the air pressure right. If not, you're going to get the death wobble if you go over like 90 miles per hour, 80 miles per hour, which I got. And it's scary as hell. So I won't do that again. But once I adjusted the air pressure, I was okay. But it still felt a little loose in the front. I ended up switching back to a bike tire. That was just my experience. A lot of people have other experiences with those dark side tires. It's pretty cool. You got to find the right brand. I help you guys out with that if you want to do it. A lot of people are fanatical about it, and it makes sense. Instead of going every 7,000 for a new tire, you're going every 35, 40,000. So, those are all something to talk about at upcoming shows. Let's see any comments here. It's all behind now. Yeah, that's the way to do it. All or don't worry about all that heat, but depends on where you're coming from. Companies. Now, Supposedly the best seat is I just drew a blank. Damn, I just drew a blank. They're up in Orlando. Not Orlando, Daytona. Just drew a blank. I'll come up with it in a minute. But I didn't really like it for my Pan America. I ended up getting a saddleman for my Pan America, and I had to use a wild ass cushion on top of it because my ass was sore. I mean, I was in pain first day and a half till I bought a new one. So I currently ride the Zero ASR on my Street Glide. I love that seat. It's really good, really comfortable. It's like a solo seat, but you could add the the rear seat to it also. So if you like one up or two up, it's up to you. I really like that seat. I've used the Advent Black seat. That was really good. I had the Saddleman Road sofa. Wasn't bad. Um, I had a bunch of other seats in there. CT Rider had a couple seats. They make some decent seats at a low price, but you get what you pay for. So those are some of the seats that I used. I mean, there's a bunch of other ones out there, but let me see what else I got here. Oh no, you're not getting the money back. I mean, not even close. The amount of upgrades I did to my Road Glide, I basically did everything possible to that bike. I had um everything. I had an electric center stand. I totally changed. I did a 124 kit on it. Totally upgraded the hell out of that bike, and I didn't get like even close to anything back on that. But it felt good doing it, and I kind of learned on that bike, so it was worth it. It was fun. I did a lot more upgrades on my Street Glide that I didn't think I would do, but I did mechanically. I changed the cam chest. I changed the new the whole cam chest out. Went with the fueling cam chest, the fueling Reaper cam. So anything's possible. YouTube is great. There's some really good YouTube channels you can follow for that to really help on that. What do we got next? Oh, Jacksonville. Okay. North Carolina. Yeah, at least it's cooler up there. Corbin. Yeah, that was what I was thinking of. Yep, that's it, Ken. Corbin seat. That's the one I got specially custom made for my Pan America. And I didn't like it. It kind of pushed me down and wasn't crazy about it. But they're really well made. I think it would be if I got one for my Street Glide, it would be a lot better. I probably been really happy with it. But Corbin, that's the seat. That's like the best out there, I think. There's other ones I probably haven't tried, but I've tried probably about 10 different ones. And those are the ones I'm most happy with it. Happy with. Uh, see, Lucky Dave's. I heard about Lucky Dave's. Yeah, but okay, that's something. That's custom too, I believe, right? I mean, they kind of do it the way you order it. So that's another one to look at. But I'm good with my seats right now. I'm not looking at another one. If I have, as long as I have my wild ass cushion, I can go anywhere. Yeah, that bike was awesome. Kind of miss it in a way, but I like my Street Glide. Yeah, especially those Corbin seats. It'll cost you at least $1,000. And but you know what? If you do a lot of riding, if you're just a weekend rider, or you just ride occasionally, around your city or whatever. Stupid dog. If you just ride like that, any seat will pretty much do. But if you're doing a crazy long distance, Corbin seat might be the way to go. But you can go if you know where they're located. You can go there and try them out. Um, you know, the Saddleman gel cushion. Saddleman's good, but like I said, I had the Saddleman on the Pan America, and I was in pain, severe pain after the first day and a half. It was just too much. I got a bony ass too, so it doesn't do well. But yeah, Saddleman's definitely a good way to go. I'm already 25 minutes into the stream. Got a whole six people watching right now. But yeah, so me check out my banners here. Put some more banners up. This is pretty cool. I gotta keep getting better. I'll keep getting better at this. So you just don't have. And when I have co-hosts on here soon, like probably my next show, I'll probably be a couple guys I've been talking to. And like I said before, if anybody has their own YouTube channel, their own Instagram account, whatever, and you want to come on, talk about your channel, your experiences, we'll also live stream to your channel also, and get you some good exposure. But it's a lot. I have a lot of ideas in mind for this. I'll get better at this. Let me catch up on some of these comments. Say, yeah, I had it on my road glide. It was okay for a long trip. It wasn't bad. And another road self. Spark on Harley, everything. Yeah, everything is expensive. No doubt about that. But the best thing about Harleys compared to other bikes is you can upgrade the hell out of it and make it exactly what you want. See, I like Indians too. They make a nice bike. I had an Indian and at the Chief Dark Horse. And I was looking at their Pursuit, which is like their top one. Nice bike. I didn't test ride it, but sitting on it, it was nice. But the thing with Indian, if I want to go long distance, I want to go to Alaska or whatever. You got if you break down the local Indian dealer could be 1,000 miles away. So that's the only reason I won't get another Indian. But I do like them. They are made well. They're a nice bike. But the other bikes like the BMWs, nice bikes. You definitely they're gonna last. But customizable wise, not much you could do. They don't make many aftermarket parts for these bikes. They do some. There's definitely some out there, but nothing major. Nothing you can really play around with. And there's not many YouTube videos on how to customize them either. So with a Harley, you could be an amateur rider, get a bike. I don't care, road glide, street glide, whatever it is, Road King, and you don't like how it sounds. You don't like how it feels. You don't like the steering, the handlebars, whatever it is. You go jump on YouTube and find a video on how to do it yourself. It's pretty cool, and that's something that's something that's really attractive about Harleys. 80 degrees. It's 80 degrees every day in Florida. Let's see what else. So, what was I just going to say? Yeah, so anyway, I'm not going to talk much longer. I think 30 minutes is pretty good for a first try at this. My phone's blowing up too. But again, I'm going to be trying to do this at least weekly. And I'm going to start putting these on. I got to find out about how to get them listed on the podcast and things like that. But I definitely want to get people calling in. As soon as I figure that out, which I'm going to do some research on tonight, how to get I'll get somebody. I think it's as simple as just sending a link, and then you just click on it from your phone, and you can talk from your phone. So I'm a couple of the things here. Oops. She wants to see my dog. If he comes up here, where is he? All right, jump up. Jump up. Jump up. Say hello. Look at the camera. It's over there. See these crazy eyes? He's a lunatic. Okay. The show is over. Oh, easy. Don't freaking knock everything over. Now he gets excited. Okay, I played with you. It's enough. Okay. No more. No more. Go get your toy. Where's your toy? Who Who just made me do that? No more asking about my dog. Um, if you subscribe, you should get notified. And you click the bell, and it'll notify you whenever a new show is on. Oops, mic on. How's the sound quality, by the way? Is it good? 'Cause I can't hear myself. I mean, I can hear myself in here. Uh, co-star. Reading somebody's comments. Yeah, he's actually in my oh, that's an old graphic I have up here. I made a new one. It has both my dog that passed, which was heartbreaking. My other Doberman. He was only 7 years old, died of got diabetes, got the best of him. So I got this guy because he doesn't remind me of him because the other one was like a red. This guy's fawn colored. This one is a lunatic. The other one was relatively calm. So there's some differences here, but he's still a sweet dog. So okay, Doberman's a one of a kind breed. If you ever have one, uh, let's see. Oops, clicked on the wrong one. Ah, that's terrible. Yeah, losing your dog 12 years. I mean, at least he lived a full life, so it's not as bad. But all right, Loki, please go away. Go find a friend. Yeah, that's terrible. I definitely there's nothing. I my 7-year-old Doberman that died, Django. It still hit me harder than any loss I've had in my life. And I had parents and a brother and everything. And I don't mean to sound heartless. I mean that hit me hard too. But losing this dog at 7 years old, it was like when I got divorced, I bought a house and I got that dog. So it was me and that dog for nothing but, every day pretty much. And girlfriend, whatever. And my current girlfriend. And she's just as heartbroken. So um losing that dog it ripped the heart out of my chest. It was terrible. But it's not talking about dogs, it's talking about Harleys. Let's see. Um oh, there's some static? Really? Damn it. I'm gonna have to watch this and see. I still have to play around with these sound settings. I don't know if the volume I should increase it. Some cool sound effects I could
do like this. I could talk like this. Why?
but some of this kind of stuff you can do. That's censoring myself. I guess that's if I was in Miami. This is some stupid stuff. There we go. That's what I'll play when I disconnect. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up. Again, this is just the first try for you. For anybody tuning in later on, this is just a chat to talk Harleys. I'm going to bring on a couple guys in the next couple shows that have their own YouTube channels that are fanatical about their bikes too. I've done a ton of upgrades, and have some other ones that are just like influencers, Harley influencers that just they'll be pretty fun to watch. So I have some good shows planned. I just wanted to, and this is the most important thing coming up. Yes, sir. I did vote today. Anybody, any idea who I voted for? That's who I voted for. If you want to know. So anyway, I don't want to start turning this political because I don't think many Harris riders actually ride Harleys, but there might be one or two, and I don't want to offend them. So they have every right to vote for whoever they want to. I will not trash them. But that was my politically correct thing to say. So I'm going to wrap it up. If you guys watching later, add to the comments. I'll reply. Again, static. Somebody's saying. Maybe something wireless. Next time I'm going to hardwire the chat. I don't know. I'll get the bugs worked out. And let's see. Let me see how I get this. Show that. Okay, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to end it. Thanks again for watching. And more to come. Definitely more to come. So tune in, click that that bell, so you're notified about upcoming shows. And we'll end it here and see you guys soon. Oh, hold on. It's my live audience. All right. I have to tell them, calm down. Follow me everywhere. All right. Ride safe, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.